Alright, hey everyone, SethP here with some more Minecraft. Today we're doing something a little bit different. It is a hardcore world, as many others do, which we'll take a little look at our seed here soon, but I'm just gonna get talking because I got a couple things before we really get into it. It is a hardcore world, but I'm gonna do it a little bit differently. Already plenty of lovely noises that we're coming across. What is this? Okay. Anyways, we're gonna do it a little bit different here. I'm still not gonna go through the kind of rush mentality that is quite popular right now. I'll move a little bit quicker just to get things started and play a little more safe, because I'm definitely not playing safe in my forever world. But this is kind of a series, but it's a hardcore series where we're not meant to last too long. The way I want to do this is kind of use these worlds as building practice, because a lot of what I struggle with is different styles of builds and kind of putting them together. So I'm hoping that we can survive at least enough to get a little bit of a little colony set up. But basically each, I suppose, season of this world will consist of a theme around it. For the future, I think I'll take suggestions or put them all on a randomizer and let fate decide. But for this one, our theme is going to be castle, because despite it being, I think, one of the most popular styles to build in this game, because I think Minecraft just lends itself naturally to a more medieval style, I have never really built a castle or anything like that. I feel like I build in a more rustic style more often than not. I've never done like the full proper castle. So we'll start out with a little bit of a castle here. We're not starting with digging any massive mine shafts or anything. Not in this world, at least. If you want that, you can go ahead and watch the video of our first look at the forever world, which is coming along well. I think I'll make a video updating that soon here. I don't want to do it too soon, but I still wanted to get some Minecraft out for you because I love this game, and that video is, I think, the second best performing video on my channel now. So obviously I want to keep playing Minecraft because it is my favorite game. But if you want to watch other content by me, I do have a Subnautica series that I've started and will be continuing here shortly. So that is where you'll get a less confident version of me. I feel like I'm fairly confident when it comes to playing this game and competent as well. Confident and competent. Subnautica, not so much at all. So if you want to see some of that, go ahead and head on over. I'll also start adding end cards to the end where I'll have one Minecraft video and one non-Minecraft video. I think that will work well. Hopefully I can keep up with both. The goal is to have at least one Minecraft video and one non-Minecraft video per week. I don't have any set schedule yet, as I'm still early days of the channel and also just trying to figure out life things. We should figure out some food because we are gonna run low. These are a lot of biomes that don't really get a lot of spawns. Very interesting spawns. I think we can do a lot of fun things here for as long as we get. Would like to avoid any skeletons. If we could find a village, that'd be great. We have a lot of sheep and we have some iron, so we don't have to kill them outright, but that might be a good food source. I'm keeping an eye up there just in case something comes around. But I do want to actually survive in these worlds. I'm not gonna, you know, build like something one-off and say, oh, I don't like the seed, so we'll restart. I do want to try my best to survive in these worlds, but it's not, I will end it at some point if we get to a point where the world is too filled, or maybe we reach the end or we kill the wither. I am not that good. I'm not expecting to get that far, especially in these first couple tries, but it will be good. It'll be good to have a stopping point for these worlds, and we'll just do it seasonal. Maybe I'll make a fun little themed thumbnail or something. Would love to find some food here, but I'm perfectly fine with the coal right now. But basically, I want to branch out mining or not mining. I want to branch out with my building, but I also kind of want to cash in on the Minecraft stuff. Not cash in, not like I'm actually, but I love Minecraft, and Minecraft it seems to do well, especially when you use buzzwords like forever world or hardcore. I don't want you to think that I'm just doing these worlds to get that sort of attention. I do want to grow my channel, so I do want to use the things that will help, but I also enjoy making these videos. Minecraft videos especially. I grew up on Minecraft and Minecraft videos, so being able to do that myself is pretty great, and enjoy doing it myself and not feeling like it's something I'm forcing myself to do. The only reason I don't have a Forever World update video out yet is because I'm trying to pace myself, and I also work full time, and May has been a busy month. Otherwise, I would have played it a lot more. We're getting close to the 100-day marker if we haven't already passed it, but I am streaming that world quite often. So if you have interest in that, my stream will be linked down below. I'm also considering possibly multi-streaming, so you can just find me here on YouTube, and hopefully I can find a way to combine the chats, or at least where I can see them and see whether they're coming from Twitch or YouTube. But let's get these sheep sheared, because I do not want to deal with the night. Let's get the gray wool. All right, so we have a bed. We could go for some chickens. Let's see if we can find some gravel, because then maybe we can burn them and not have to worry too much about that. Because we could cook them, but if we can save our coal for some more things that we get, then that would be much better. I'm honestly thinking we just build our stuff up over here. I want to go grab that mangrove wood just because I love building with mangrove wood, but maybe we use jungle. I don't know. I'm trying to think. I really have no ideas other than that I want to build a castle, and I know I'll need a lot of stone. But outside of that, I'm just trying to find some ways to keep myself inspired and keep things fresh. I think we will have to kill a couple of these guys. Sorry, sheep. Go ahead and sleep here in a sec. We have a lot of coal, so I'm not too worried about losing any of it. Make some torches as well. But I think we should prioritize getting ourselves a little base, even if it might take a little longer. But then we can go ahead and risk things a little bit more. But I would like to at least get one decent build in this world before we end it, which hopefully we won't be doing too early on. I'm gonna try to play it safe, but maybe we can explore just a little bit. I like this hilltop. It's not too bad. If we had 2 more pieces of iron, I'd go ahead and what we could do is actually make a shield. That would be smart. All right, and so we'll take a quick look down on the other side. Maybe try to get some bamboo. That'll be good for several things. Lots of easy wood, lots of fuel, kind of a very bare seed. Got some coal up there that we can get to eventually. Hopefully no trident drowned around. This is honestly kind of, right now it's reminding me of Sea of Thieves a little bit. Kind of fun. I mean, that's a bit large, but I don't know why. Just something is making me think of Sea of Thieves right now. I do like acacia wood. I mean, I had one world, it was 5 years ago now, but there was one world where I built almost solely out of acacia wood, using it as like the main block. Since then, there are so many things that I just don't branch out and try. We'll use acacia wood if it fits the style that we're building in, whereas that it was more of picking a color to build in, which we could also do. We could also just pick colors and see how that goes. Maybe we do use jungle wood. It'll be easier to get a lot of because mangrove is kind of a pain, whereas jungle wood we can grow a big tree and mine that down. I'm gonna try to stray from what I typically lean towards in these builds. Obviously there are just some things that look good because they do, but ideally this series will be a lot of us branching out. I think I will maybe do some automatic farms. We'll have to see. Depends on how far I want to take these worlds. If I'm not planning on, spending dozens of hundreds of hours in a world, then I'm not going to bother automating things. And it just tends to be not as fun, especially in a hardcore series. There's just not the same risk. So yeah, for now, we'll just collect some resources and we'll need a good bit of stone, a little bit of wood. We probably won't need too much, but a good bit. but I will also take recommendations for other games to play on the channel. I do love Minecraft. I don't want to be solely a Minecraft creator. As much as I love the game and as many different ways there are to play it, there are also so many other great games that I want to play. I especially have a list of games that I want to play but just haven't gotten around to. So like Subnautica, I've played a little bit of Subnautica, but I haven't gotten all the way through it. And so I think it would be really good to kind of have something like that for the channel where I can go and play through games that I've been meaning to and have more reason to play through them too. Like if it's for the channel, then I think I'll have more of a reason to play through them. Even if they, you know, tend not to perform as well as other videos, I think it'll still be good. At least for myself to get myself to play through those games, because there's just such a long list and I just need to get at it. So we're going through. I'm gonna take all the coal I can get. And I think, honestly, I'm thinking of like a nice castle tower on the top of this hill here. And I'm thinking where this coal is would be a good area for like a dungeon window or something, or like a vault window. I know vaults wouldn't usually have windows, but for some reason the jails all had windows that were easily escapable according to movies and other media. I guess we can always keep a bed on us because we don't really need to worry about respawning. We just need to use it to get through nights. And maybe after some seasons go by, and maybe if there were seasons that we just didn't complete but we never died in, we just moved on to another build style, maybe we can return to those at some point. I'm not going to say that each world is just dead whether we live or die as the moment we move on to the next, but I want to keep moving along in these styles. I know I could start up a creative world and just build through that, but there's something about being able to build it in survival to me that just makes it more appealing, and it just kind of slows down the process and makes things a bit more, I don't know, it's more fun for me that way to figure out the build using the things that I've used in survival rather than putting a build on creative and then just remaking it in survival, which, not trying to bash anyone that does play that way, because it's a completely valid way to play if that's how you figure out your builds and, you know, the ways that you want to do, you know, play how you want to play. But just for me personally, I prefer to plan all my builds out in survival. Maybe it's just because I'm lazy and I don't want to spend too much time in creative, but I also like to play the survival worlds that I do, and I like going out and exploring them. And I mean, you can tell by my forever world, I'm really not taking that long. It took me almost 100 days just to get, you know, my first house built. It's not even that big. It's a sizable house, but it's really not that big, which you guys will see, or you can see on stream. Not sure when the next stream will be. Sometime, I'm sure, which I will keep plugging because I love streaming. It's very fun. And I always got some nice jazz going on, so if you guys want to come in for that, it's a very nice little vibe, especially when we're playing Minecraft. I'm sure I'll play other games, but for now, it's just for the current forever world that we've got going on. I want to keep clearing this place out. We're not getting as much stone as I'd like, so we might have to go down to that dungeon type area and clear out a lot more stuff, just so we can get all the stone we need to build up this castle. This is also a way for me to kind of exercise my YouTube muscles a bit, because I don't really, the Subnautica session that I recorded, it was about an hour of a recording session that was edited down. The video that I made for the Forever World, the first video I made, was about 25 minutes, 30 minutes edited down. Taking these longer videos where I'm recording for, you know, longer than an hour, we'll see how long I spend on this first day. Definitely spending longer than an hour just recording some content to edit down. It'll exercise my YouTube muscles of being able to speak and perform in a way for those longer hour plus recording sessions, but also just getting my editing dexterity up, because sometimes editing videos just ends up taking a while and it just drains you and you just lose the motivation to keep editing. So this is a series that is in many ways self-centered, but it's also for you guys, because I want you guys to see. I think I'm an all right builder, but I don't think I'm that great. Like, I definitely have a lot of work to do. There's just a lot that I need to improve on if I want to keep getting better and keep making cooler stuff. I always have ideas of things I want to make, and sometimes they work out, a lot of times they don't. So it's a lot of practice for me. Again, it's all self-serving, which is fine because it's my channel. I can be a little self-serving, but I want to share this. I don't want to keep this to myself, because frankly, that's a little boring to do all this and just not share it with anyone. I mean, I've got a girlfriend. I share everything with her, but you know, it's the more the merrier. The more eyes, the more fun. Not too many eyes at once. It is fun to share these kinds of journeys with other people, because sometimes it can show other people that they can do these kinds of things. And so hopefully, at the very least, I'm a little entertaining for you, or relaxing. I read some comments on the last video about people being relaxed at my content, which was very nice. All right, we're gonna murder some chickens. There we go. All right, we'll grab some water. We should probably start a little farm, plant the few seeds that we've got, but we should at least get some sort of farm going. Maybe we'll put it over here. Let's see. Could be down here. It'll be lower down, because of course. Let's see. Maybe we flatten this piece out to get our farm set up. So how much space will we need if we put this? So if we put this here. Alright, so it comes out to right about here, and this one isn't too bad, just a little bit of cleaning up to do. A flower that needs to be replanted. Perfectly fine, but this will clean up a bit and terraform a little. I think I would also like to get to explaining through my process. I know I was doing a little bit of that on stream the other night and people were enjoying it. Seeing how I'm thinking about color and texture when I'm building. I don't go too crazy with it. I'm not on the level of BWO, Green, any of those builders that just go into insane detail. I'd say I use detail and texture, but more as noise and more as just adding interest to the build. I don't go too far with the details, but I like the way things look. I don't want to get too far into the detail. I don't think about it that hard. There are, you know, certain things that I do want to improve, but in terms of build detail, that's not the way that I'm going with the way that I'm building. Let's just go ahead and refresh some tools here. I'll get this out of the way. We should have made a hoe while we were up there, which we do still have 2 sticks left. So we can go ahead and make that real quick. And we'll get our seeds, which we have a grand total of 5. We're basically rich. We'll just go ahead and plant them. Ooh. I realized you had to hoe that twice. That's very interesting. I'm going to shape our initial tower and maybe add a little house portion to it. I think I would like to turn these into stone bricks. And then we can get down in our other section over here and start to clear this out a little bit. I think this is fine. We can always replace a lot of these blocks, but I just want to make a decent opening where we can just be mining out of. It'll be a decent opening, but we're just going to go ahead and collect a good bit of stone here, because that way we can get ourselves a good base going and end off this episode still alive. We'll make it through one episode. A few days passed, and we will adventure and explore more next episode once we actually have a couple of things built and can say that we have succeeded this world. I would say the only way we fail these worlds is if we end up dying before we even get to establish our world, which I was almost tempted to do. I was almost tempted to go in that cave where I was hearing all the angry guys. I might dip my head into it. It'd be nice to get some some armor and things. There might be something down there. That might just be coal that we mined earlier, but look at that. And it'll look perfectly on the sunset. It's gonna be a great little castle. And we'll expand it down and around and use all this very weird terrain to the best of our ability. Gotta do something while we wait for our stone to smelt, so I guess might as well go in here. We got a creeper, that's okay. Creepers are fine. The main thing I do not want is a skeleton. So those are the real difficult guys when it comes to hardcore worlds or just the hard difficulty in general. Alright, this guy's come up here a bit. Ah. Didn't even leave us any blocks. Alright, we'll light up through here. Make sure we've got it a little bit safer. Pretty sure that's where I was hearing all the mobs when we first spawned, but maybe not. Is there a creeper down below in here? Must be. Yeah, there it is. Hey, buddy. Ah! Man, took my torch out. Alright, I do want this back. Whoa! That goes pretty deep. Alright, got our torch back. But I would like to go across. And yeah, we do want to light as much of this up as we can. Create as few death traps as we can so we can later use this to our advantage. Alright. How's that looking? Looking pretty lit up around here so far. Of course, we haven't put any around our area, but that's okay. Doing pretty decent on stone. Could be better, but it could be much worse. So for now, we're chilling. How's our farm doing? Perfect. Not quite grown. Zombies over here. He wants to fight. Oh, okay. He was scared of me. That's why he died. I would love to do some cracked stone bricks. And we can get the vines pretty easily as well for mossy. Because usually when you build with stone brick, you use stone or cobble to texture. But I love cracked stone bricks and I don't use them nearly enough. I'm going to flatten this out a little bit. It's kind of harsh in our view. It's harsh in the vibe. Alright, so we thinking tower here or tower here? Obviously at some point we gotta put a tower here. It's too prime for a tower. I'm definitely gonna forget that this is a hardcore world and do something dumb to end up dying, but it's okay. Obviously we want to do a circle at first. I think we'll do it like here. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And then do we want 2 or 3? I feel like with 5 we might have to do something like this. No. Seems too large. But if we do 3, also seems a bit large. Let's get rid of these. Now let's just stick with this. Maybe we can shrink this first tower. It doesn't need to be anything crazy, because we're going to have a little bit attached to it and we'll expand a bit more. Just do a little one. Maybe even numbered is the way to go. It seems a bit more manageable. Maybe we'll do a corner entrance. Why? It's not raining here because it's acacia, I assume. It's kind of nice. We won't be bugged by the rain. Yeah, let's look at some jungle doors. We do something like this. Obviously we can open from there. Does it open from here? It does. That is pretty nice. There we go. And this won't be a door for the outside. This will be inside only. That way we don't have anything getting in the way it should be. But I guess the reason I wanted to start out with the castle is because it is a hardcore world. It is how, you know, you're supposed to be safer. So I think it fits the concept pretty well. Maybe we come out here And then in here. And then this can maybe just comes out one like this. And then we do that. Maybe this is our front door. So we can go up or we can go around. Or we just have it come in like this and have a front door here. That might be a little better. But as I was saying, I chose the castle just because, you know, obviously I'd said that I haven't built in it too much before, but I want to have something that feels a bit more secure, and so hence the castle. Do some design for windows in here. Not too sure what that design will be. Maybe some bigger windows like this. Let's go ahead and fill in our floor, but maybe we'll do pressure plate here just so it's easier to get out, but we don't have to use it to get in like that. That way, you know, baby zombies or anything can't get in. But we could save that for higher up, and on the lower levels we could do some fences. Let's make a bunch of these, and then later on we'll probably get some. So maybe no window on this side. How would pillars here look? Maybe we do some smooth stone in the corners. We might have to come back to this build in the next episode once we've got a few things all collected, because right now it's gonna have to stay quite bare bones how it is. Let's move our things inside. All right, we can organize all this later. It's not something we gotta worry about right now, as much as I would love to. You know, maybe we should go ahead and cook those. So I'm getting a brain blast. But what we're gonna do is take out this bottom row and then the kind of corners slash turns. And we'll go ahead and replace these with some smooth stone brick, or smooth stone, not smooth stone brick. Yeah, we'll probably do it on the house as well. So we're gonna need more than we've got cooking, but that's okay. Just want to get the idea across. There we go. I think that'll look good. It'll get us a solid foundation. And then I think with the stone brick as kind of what breaks it up. Do we have any andesite, actually? Andesite would be, I think it would be good to break up that texture. Because we're always trying to look at breaking up the monotonous textures. That's why you add texture to stone and stone brick and then wood and all that. You always want to break up the monotony. And so if I can find some andesite that might be, it's a bit darker than the smooth stone, but I'm hoping it'll be light enough to where it can match as a secondary texture. The smooth stone is nice, but it's a bit too clean. So if we can find some way to break that up a little bit, which it might not work, and that's fine. Might try some diorite as well, see if that'll match the brightness that we need. But if it doesn't work, it's not an issue with it. We could always try something else or just stick with it and hope that it grows on us, or see if there's something else that we can't do for it. Utilize it just a little less. Sometimes that's all you need to do is just stop using it as much. That is always a valid option. Let's see how this looks. So if we get the polished, if we like throw one in there. It's not too bad, honestly, as we look at it. Like if you throw it in every now and then. So that's not too bad. That's another way we can texture it up a bit, because you kind of have the polished look next to the brick look, with the polish being sort of the foundation, the base. And again, we might end up just not enjoying this for that much. That's okay. And then once we get like more on top, it'll be something that we won't be able to fully judge until we have more built up. But for now, I think it's okay. Take a quick nap. Open our door as we wake up. We'll have to do something about that. Hi, Miss Olive. I have a visitor from a kitty. What you doing? She's been on my desk a few times today. We had the electrician come over today, so I think she's a little more attached and needy than usual. We try not to use the N word, but okay, well then no, we do try not to use that word too. We try not to use the needy word. But gosh. We don't use that word. Okay, it's not just a try. We do not use that word. Oh gosh. And there we can't do too much. Well, actually, yeah, we don't really have to cover this up at all. We just have to have something there for the middle pillar. But honestly, we don't really need anything up there right now. And then we'll have stairs that go up and around. Maybe we'll do a wider staircase. Well, we'll probably go up one more. Just make all these into slabs. I'm sure we'll use them. And then maybe that's where we'll stop it. Maybe not. But this should also be good. We should be able to do trap doors all the way up, which will be nice. Have all these. Well, we'll see. We'll see what we do for the middle. Maybe we do nothing. Just risk it. And then I think we'll do one more layer here. Obviously, this will continue to go up. Get this back. And then that's where we can start our roof. Do just a little one. We will need more jungle wood. And then we'll do a little roof thing. There we go. This will just be our start for now. But then we'll get a nice roof going in there. Let's go grab some more jungle wood. Oh, that's okay. I'll go this way. No, don't come closer. This is why we need a castle and armor. How are we feeling about the andesite? I think it works okay. I think once we get more variation in the stone bricks, it'll help out. There we go. We grabbed some more wood, which we can turn into a bunch of stairs. All right, so I think we want to do something like this. And then just saw someone else building roofs like this, where they do like the inset for these castle roofs. His name is Beanin, Beanin, and he's been doing some castle things. It looked very interesting, so I wanted to give it a shot and see if we can get our roof to look nice and interesting. I think that's all right. We could always bring this down one, not a full one, but this, and then alternate like that. We should go sleep. Okay, doesn't seem like they count as monsters. Oh my goodness, he's right out there, and it gets a little cozy in here. It's not too bad. Where is he? Ooh, 2 hits. Bad Omen 2. Alright, I know. Oh, you're right there. Haha. He has all his friends up here. We will stake this banner. Nope. Sorry, it's facing the wrong way. Aha! I have your bannermen. They don't care. That's fine. Yeah, I think that looks... yeah, I think that's pretty good. It's a fun way to do some roofs. Shout out to Beanin for that one. And I don't like that these are same level, but they're also different blocks, so I think I can get over it. I think this has come along pretty well. It's a little short, little small, but that's okay. It'll be a nice quaint start. Those pillagers really just disappeared. Like I got one of them, and then they decided that was actually the guy they didn't like, which I'm not complaining. They're not hard to deal with, they're just kind of annoying. So I'll take less nuisances. And there we go. Let's go make a couple more torches. And as we light some things up, I will go ahead and just say thank you very much for watching, and especially for the views on the last video. That was very nice to read through everyone who was commenting and all that. But again, if you do want to watch some non-Minecraft content, that'll be linked on the right around this point in the video. And if you do want to watch some more Minecraft content, or go rewatch the old video, not the old video, the video I uploaded recently, that will be on the left with my little cactus in the middle. So thank you very much for watching. Go ahead and leave suggestions for future seasons themes. Otherwise, have a good rest of your day. Bye-bye.